Hello everyone, it's Meg and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my Bookish reading and Booktube goals for 2021. I'm aware that this video is going up quite a lot later than a lot of other people are posting their videos, but I haven't had the time to film it. Unfortunately, I haven't had the daylight to film it, and now I've just got home from work and I decided that I'm going to sit down and film it and make most of these evenings that are very gradually getting lighter, which is very nice. So I've done this video last year, I believe, and it's just kind of nice sharing with you guys some goals that I have in terms of like my reading plans, general like bookish goals in general, and also any plans that I have for my channel in the next year. So I have about 6 goals to share with you guys today, so without further ado, let's get into the video. So I think the first goal that we should start off by talking about is the amount of books that I want to read this year, or my Goodreads goal. And last year my Goodreads goal was 50 books and I surpassed that by 12 books. I ended up reading 62 books in total, which is amazing, and I think I'm going to still keep my Goodreads goal like sort of at the 50 mark. I have set it for 52, so at the moment my goal is to read 52 books, and then if I surpass that, that is great. I won't change it, I'll just see how many books I read along there, because obviously the year changes and depends on what happens this year, depends on how much reading I end up doing. So I feel like 52 is definitely a good number for the fact that I managed to read 62 books last year, so I definitely like to think that I'll be able to achieve that this year. And then I'll talk about any of the other like reading sort of goals that I have. And the second one is one that I am carrying on from last year, and that is to read more non-fiction. And like I said, I did talk about this. This was one of my goals for last year, to read more non-fiction, and I failed rather miserably at doing that. But I definitely plan on reading more non-fiction this year, as it kind of ties in with one of my like personal goals for 2021, which is to really look after myself, and that's beyond like your stereotypical like self-care stuff, because I want to kind of better myself and educate myself more, and like I just want to learn a bit more. And I have a few books on my list that I'm very much looking forward to getting to. I've got some self-development books, some creative books, some books on feminism and racism, and I'd love to read some books on climate change. So if you guys have any non-fiction book recommendations, please leave them in the comments down below so you can share with myself and other people, as like I said, it's definitely something that, even though I didn't really accomplish it last year, it's something I definitely want to read more of this year. And then my third other and only like book reading goal, I guess, is to read more poetry and kind of like explore more poetry. As obviously if you have been watching my channel for a while, you know I love poetry, you know I write a lot of poetry, and I really want to get in the habit of reading poetry on a daily basis. And I feel like my rough goal, I've not officially written this down, but I feel like my main goal is to read roughly one poetry collection a month. I feel like that's fairly manageable for me, because even though I love poetry, I do read poetry collections quite slowly. I have to be in the mood to read it, and sometimes a lot of reading certain collections takes a bit more brain power, and often I do like to annotate my poetry collections, so it can take me a while to get them. But I have quite a few poetry collections on my physical TBR that I have either not finished or I haven't read yet, so I feel like it's a good way for me to kind of get through it, maybe get in the habit of reading like a couple of poems a night before I get to my fiction book, something along those lines. And yeah, just kind of get in that habit of kind of reading poetry regularly and kind of being able to expand and read different sorts of poetry from different sorts of poets, and just kind of broaden my horizons, so then it can help inspire me with my own writing and help me grow as a poet in general. And then I have 2 goals that are kind of related to the factor of like book buying, so like bookish goals in general. And the first one is to make book buying a treat again, like a special occasion, because I ended up buying quite a few books last year, and especially kind of like end of summer I did quite a big book haul, and I did not intend to buy that many books, it just, you know, somehow happened. And I kind of lost the joy of buying books. Like I didn't feel that joy of like when I buy a new book and I'm so excited to read it. I don't feel that anymore, so I really want to cut down my book buying more, and because I have quite a lot of books on my physical TBR at the moment that I need to get through, and just make it something that I enjoy again, because I don't seem to enjoy it as much as I used to because I've been buying books on such a large scale. So something that I definitely want to cut down on and just kind of buy myself a book every now and again, whether it's a pre-order that I really want to read, or just books I generally really want to read in general, or ones that I'm really curious about or I've wanted to read for a long time. Just make it a treat, and then it will just feel more special every time I get a new book. And then my second bookish or book buying goal is to support more individual bookshops and indie shops and try and not buy from Amazon. And I feel like I'm not the only one who is doing or hoping to accomplish this goal this year, as obviously it's during a pandemic, it's very important to support little indie shops, as obviously Amazon is doing very well at the moment because of all the extra ordering that everybody's doing because nobody's going out to see shops in general. And towards the end of last year I did support a couple of little indie shops when I was buying Christmas presents and stuff, which was really lovely, and it's just so nice to support all these different businesses. So I definitely, when I do buy books, I do definitely want to try and buy them from independent and indie bookshops to help support them, as I'm a big believer in supporting small businesses and all that sort of thing. And yeah, I just think it's just a much nicer way to buy books than just obviously buying them off Amazon. You get to help support somebody's dream in the process, which is just so lovely. And then my last goal, or my last section, is for Booktube, and I don't really have any goals apart from one definite goal for 2020 with my channel, and that is up to hit 1k. I want to hit 1,000 subscribers. When I film this video, I'm just over 700 subscribers, so I definitely like to think hitting 1k is definitely going to happen. I just feel like it would just be such an achievement, and it would just be so wonderful if that happened, so I'd like to think that would definitely happen this year. And then I don't really have any other Booktube goals, to be honest with you. I feel like I may like to do something like host another readathon, as I hosted one last year with Kira and Em, and it was so much fun, so hopefully maybe we can do another one this year. Or maybe doing some live reading sprints on my channel, because obviously there have been a lot of reading sprints happening at the moment because of lockdown and stuff, which has been really lovely, and I got to take part in one of them that Jodie did the other week, so I really ended up enjoying doing that. So I'd maybe like to host something on my channel or with somebody else. I just think it'd be lovely, and obviously it's a nice way to stay connected with everybody during everything that is going on in the world right now. But yeah, I don't really have any other goals for my channel, to be honest with you. I just want to keep creating content, and hopefully content that you guys like, and keep staying connected with this wonderful community. And yeah, that's kind of all I have, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna keep doing what I love and hopefully keep making content that you guys love, and just, you know, keep everything going during this challenging time. So those are all of my bookish / reading goals I have for 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and kind of hearing about kind of my plans that I have kind of reading wise this year. I feel like it's always kind of interesting hearing about what people have for goals wise in terms of their reading, or if they have a Booktube channel, or kind of their book buying goals and all that sort of thing. I feel like it's really fun. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments a goal that you are hoping to accomplish this year. Is it the amount of books that you plan to read? Maybe you are also trying to support more small bookish businesses, or maybe you have a channel, Booktube channel or an Instagram that you have plans for. Let me know what your goals are in the comments below, and we can just share our wonderful dreams and ambitions with each other, and hopefully they will come true this year. If you like this video, then please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more bookish videos from me, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and little bell icon so you'll be noted every time I post a new video. As always, I will leave links to my social media along with links to my Goodreads in the description down below for you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!